morning, everybody. It's Meteorologist Lana Foss here with a look at the nor'easter that is bringing us a lot of showers, thunderstorms, and a little sadness because a lot of the events that we had this weekend had to be canceled. One specifically, the Mumfest. But it's for everyone's safety because not only is the rain going to be an issue, but the flooding and the winds are also contributing to us not being able to have these events this weekend. We're really trying to make sure to keep you safe. So just looking at some current conditions this morning, the last scan that we've had shows that we're getting those coastal showers already. Specifically, Carteret County, as well as coastal Onslow, are seeing those showers. Of course, those areas, once the rain starts now, it will continue for them until at least tomorrow morning. So we'll see a lot of coastal flooding and overwash as we head into the weekend. Just looking at the system as a whole, you can see the main part of it is going to be close to the Georgia and South Carolina coastline. That's where we're seeing the majority of those showers right now, but we're still getting some. And while we may not be getting a lot right now, that will completely change over the next couple of hours. And I'll hit on that. But we're going to look at some advisories, warnings, watches that we've got going on, letting you know the effects as well as the threats that we're seeing with this nor'easter system. We have a coastal flood advisory for coastal Onslow as well as Carteret County, parts of Craven County, anyone that is bordering one of our waterways. We are going to be seeing that coastal flood advisory. It is in place already this morning until 8 a.m. on Monday. A coastal flood warning will start tonight for Dare County, 5 p.m. until 8 a.m. on Monday. And the Outer Banks are really going to see a lot of this rain and flooding issues. And of course, the marine conditions will be harsh. We have our waters being rough and our wave heights getting pretty high. But flooding is a really big issue. We also have a high surf advisory for parts of eastern coastal Carteret County and Dare County again. A lot of this will start around lunchtime today because that's when we'll start really seeing these showers and thunderstorms push into the area. And that will continue until tomorrow night. We also have a gale warning in effect 11 a.m. today. Like I said, things are starting closer to lunch until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. So by the time you're waking up tomorrow, it should be gone. And that's when we'll start seeing things die down just a little bit. As far as your wave heights go, we are seeing some pretty high waves as far as this afternoon and into the morning hours tomorrow. Looking here, this is 3 p.m. We're seeing waves that could reach up to 6 feet. Continuing as we head into the overnight hours into Sunday around midnight. That's when we'll be seeing the highest wave heights that we're seeing, upwards to 9, 10 feet. Could even get up to 12 to 14 offshore. So pretty dangerous to be around the water or even on the beach because of this flooding and overwash, as well as those higher tides bringing in more of that water. But as you head into Sunday morning, things really start to clear out. And then, of course, as we start the work week again, we'll start seeing those seas get back to normal once the showers really push their way off. Let's take a look at exactly when this is happening. So the timing, we were already seeing some showers now this morning, but we'll really see another band move through and bring in rain not only to our coastal areas, but our inland areas as well. It's around 1 o'clock. As we head into dinner time, that's when we'll see the harsher side of this system. You can see we have the red, orange, and yellow places there mainly towards the coast, and those who are bordering the sounds and waterways, they're going to see pretty severe weather as far as really high winds, downpours that may even look like they're raining sideways, and flooding like we've been mentioning. So as we head into the afternoon and the evening, this is around midnight into Sunday morning. You can really tell this is where we're getting the worst of it. And that's when you're going to be sleeping. So it's always good to make sure that you have the Storm Track 12 app on your phone, as well as a weather radio to keep yourself safe. But we'll be seeing a lot of these overnight nocturnal showers and thunderstorms that will bring in more flooding issues. That's one of our biggest issues, flooding and wind. That will continue through the nighttime, but as we head into Sunday, we'll start seeing it fizzle out a little bit. This is when you're waking up, you're seeing those showers really dissipate, but they're not going away. We'll continue to see scattered showers and the occasional thunderstorm until around 2 o'clock on Sunday, and that's when we'll start seeing things really lighten up for us as that system moves inland and really loses a lot of its steam. As far as our rain goes at this time, so this is when Saturday night is over and we're about to go into Sunday. Our coastal areas are getting upwards to 3 feet for some of us, staying around 2. But you can see Beaufort in that area will see upwards to 3 already by tonight. And this is before midnight. This is before the big part of this storm comes through. As we head into Sunday night, once we start seeing things really die down, our inland areas are getting a pretty good wet down as well, getting upwards to an inch, and even some of us, like Belhaven, New Bern, potentially getting over an inch and a half, upwards to 2 inches. But the coastline, like we had mentioned with all those flood advisories and warnings, they will be getting a lot of rainfall, and that'll be upwards to 3, even 4 inches. And some are projected around 6 for even those that are going to be seeing a lot of this rain. We'll be keeping a very close eye on that as well. But as of right now, these numbers are pretty in line with what we're expecting to see. The Weather Prediction Center has an excessive rainfall potential here for us for our area. You can see right now we have the level 2 for a lot of our counties, but those counties that are more towards the west, and Greenville, Kinston, Kenansville, Williamston, those areas are at a level 1. So it's not too bad, but we do have that excessive rainfall potential. You saw those numbers in a short amount of time, not even 48 hours go by, and we see upwards to 4 or 5 inches of rain. That can be very dangerous. With the already flooded areas, just adding more into that can cause flooding that actually stays through the work week. As far as those threats go, this weekend again, coastal flooding. I've mentioned flooding so many times. Heavy rain, downpours with those very high winds. The coast and the sound are going to be seeing a lot of that water, and we could see some flash flooding as well that just happens. You need to make sure you're keeping an eye on the weather as well at home. 40 to 50 plus mile per hour winds are very possible on the coastline, and some of those very possible inland, getting gusts up to 40. And your marine hazard, I showed you those waves and what exactly that looks like. So that's kind of where we're sitting. But as far as the next couple of days, you can really tell here, 5 and up inches there for our area. This is over the next 5 days. A little bit of a average here for us, but again, a lot of it's happening today and tomorrow. And as we head into Monday, those chances for rain will slowly start to dissipate, and by Wednesday, our rain chances are completely gone, and we actually stay pretty cool and get some sunshine. So next weekend is looking great, but right now, you can see Saturday and Sunday, you're in the red, 100% today, and 60% on Sunday. We have desperately needed this rain. You can see that we're actually pretty close for our year to date. So as far as the past 10 months go, we're pretty close to where we need to be. But this month has been dry. We need to see upwards to an inch and a half as this time goes on, and we haven't seen any. We'll probably meet that number as we head into this weekend. But as far as what we're seeing, if we have any more updates, we'll of course continue to keep you updated, but this is just a little morning weather briefing for October 11th here on the Saturday, letting you know what to expect as you're going into your weekend. So stay safe, make sure you're wearing your rain gear, and if you are going out, look at the forecast as well, and look at your radar if you have the Storm Track 12 weather app, and make sure your driving conditions are safe as well. And I'll be keeping an eye on that all morning, keeping you updated. And of course, if anything does happen, you can trust the Storm Track 12 weather team to keep you updated and alerted through everything. So make sure you're having a good day, but also stay safe out there.